in 1983, deep within the Upside Down, Will is captured by Vecna and becomes infected. Fast forward to 1987, months after the rift first opened, and Hawkins is no longer the same. The military has moved in, placing the town under full quarantine. Led by Dr. K, they establish a base inside the Upside Down, all while hunting for 11, who's currently training in secret with Hopper and Joyce. Back in Hawkins, Steve, Robin, Jonathan and Nancy are working at the local radio station, using coded broadcasts to stay in touch with the rest of the group. Meanwhile, Hopper makes risky solo trips into the Upside Down, searching for Vecna's hiding place, but one mission goes horribly wrong when a Demogorgon attacks the military vehicle Hopper has snuck into. He barely escapes, disappearing into the shadows of the Upside Down. At the same time, Will psychically witnesses the attack, sensing the Demogorgon as it heads straight for the Wheeler house. In a terrifying moment, the creature tears open a new gate, right inside Holly Wheeler's bedroom. The Demogorgon strikes. Karen desperately tries to fight it off and protect her daughter, but it's no use. The creature takes her. 11 follows the Demogorgon into the Upside Down, where she reunites with Hopper. Together, they begin searching for Holly Wheeler, only to discover something horrifying, a massive, fleshy wall encasing all of Hawkins. Back in the real world, Jonathan and Steve continue their awkward rivalry for Nancy's affection, while a devastated Lucas stays by Max's side, playing her favourite song as she lies in a coma. Mike and Nancy visit their parents in the hospital, convinced that Holly's imaginary friend, Mr. Whatsit, who warned her the monsters were coming, is connected to her disappearance. Robin suggests using Will's telepathic link to Vecna's hive mind to track Holly inside the Upside Down. That's when Karen reveals a crucial detail. Mr. Whatsit's first name is Henry. The realization hits immediately. Henry is Vecna's human form. Meanwhile, Will uncovers a terrifying truth of his own. His earlier visions weren't his at all. They were Vecna's. He's been seeing through Vecna's eyes as Holly was stalked, and now Will realizes he can sense Vecna's next targets before they're taken. His next target? Derek Turnbow. Hopper and 11 fail to break through the massive wall and are ambushed by soldiers, but manage to overpower them. Hopper and 11 interrogate Lieutenant Ackers, concluding that Dr. K is holding Vecna at the base. The group devise a plan to use Derek as bait to trap the Demogorgon, and implant a tracker in it to reach Holly before more children are taken. The plan unravels when Derek wakes up and Will realizes the Demogorgon has located his group. Meanwhile, Holly finds herself in Henry's childhood home. In a nearby forest where she is forbidden to explore, she encounters Max. Hopper and 11 infiltrate the military base with one goal: kill Vecna. They take down Dr. K and her soldiers, only to uncover a shocking truth. The captive being held there isn't Vecna at all, it's Carly, the only other surviving subject from Hawkins' lab. Elsewhere, Max explains the truth to Holly. They're trapped inside Vecna's memories, a mental prison where Max has been stuck ever since her brief death. Back in Hawkins, Will's group is attacked by a Demogorgon until Dustin, Steve, Nancy and Jonathan manage to chase it back into the Upside Down. At the same time, the military begins detaining children across Hawkins, anyone who fits Vecna's pattern. Will then experiences a horrifying vision. Holly and 3 other children bound by tentacles, with space for 8 more. Realizing what's coming, the group launches a desperate mission to infiltrate the base and smuggle the children out of town. But it's already too late. Demogorgons and Vecna himself erupt from the Upside Down, slaughtering most of the soldiers and abducting the chosen children, including Derek. Before retreating, Vecna reveals his endgame to Will. The children are perfect vessels, and he plans to use them to reshape the world itself. As Demogorgons close in and his friends are moments from death, Will finally taps into something he's been suppressing all along. Empowered by Vecna, he unlocks his own psychic abilities, saving Mike, Lucas and Robin just in time, wiping his nose as Elle is so famous for. The kidnapped kids wake up. Most trust Henry's claim he saved them, but Holly and Derek don't. Max and Holly search Henry's memories for an escape, while Derek stalls him. Henry learns their plan, transforms into Vecna, and threatens Derek's family. He captures Holly and nearly kills Max. Meanwhile, Will's group reanimates a Demogorgon using the radio tower to reconnect Will to the hive mind. Will injures Henry and saves Max, but collapses before finishing him off. In the Upside Down, Hopper and 11 escape with Carly, who reveals Dr. K used her blood in failed power experiments just as Brenner used Henry's. At Hawkins' lab, Dustin thinks destroying a shield can weaken Henry. He finds Brenner's journal and realizes he's wrong. Moments too late, as Nancy fires at a mysterious sphere hovering above the lab. The sphere detonates, melting the building and trapping Nancy and Jonathan. Believing they'll die, they end things honestly, before the melting abruptly stops. Dustin tells Steve the Upside Down isn't a separate dimension, but a wormhole to another realm. Max and Holly uncover a memory of young Henry killing a man in self-defense. Erica and Murray recruit Mr. Clark to help locate Dustin's group in the Upside Down. Henry uses unconscious Will to track Max, sending demodogs to her hospital room. Hopper, 11, and Carly regroup with everyone, and 11 frees Will. Lucas, Robin, and Vicky defend Max until Karen saves them. Using Lucas's music as a guide, Max escapes and helps Holly find her own exit, allowing them to finally break free. Max wakes in the real world, but Holly is trapped elsewhere. Dustin and Steve rescue Nancy and Jonathan, seeing Holly fall through the Upside Down before Henry drags her back into the abyss. Erica, Murray, and Mr. Clark reunite with the group as Dr. K sends Akers after 11. Dustin explains the abyss is a separate dimension, and Max reveals Henry wants to merge it with theirs. Hopper and Steve propose drawing the dimensions closer for 11 and Carly to confront him, while the others destroy the Upside Down. Carly warns that after Henry fails, she and 11 must die to stop future experiments. Will comes out so Henry can't weaponize his secret. He no longer has to be afraid. Murray leads the group back into the Upside Down. Holly awakens in Henry's room again. She's beaten for telling the truth, and Derek remains silent in fear his family will be hurt. Henry links all 12 children into a shared trance, advancing his plan. 11, Carly, Hopper, and Murray split away, while the others head over to the radio tower. Max joins 11 and Carly inside 11's mind, just as the abyss begins to descend upon the Upside Down. As the tower collapses, 11, Carly, and Max enter Vecna's mind. They find Henry and the other children. Steve nearly falls into the void, saved at the last second by Jonathan, but just then the abyss stops. With nowhere else to go, they enter the abyss and emerge as interdimensional travelers. Max leads the children onward while 11 stays behind to face Henry. Carly hides the kids with illusions so they can finally see who he really is. They try to kill him, but he escapes. Elsewhere, Vecna targets Hopper, tormenting him with visions of his daughter and 11. He manipulates Hopper into almost killing her. He smashes the glass to save her, only to discover 11 was never in danger. Vecna was playing with him all along. The children flee towards the cave as Henry closes in. Haunted by his own childhood memories, he hesitates. Will feels his pain, but he follows them into the mineshaft anyway. The truth is finally revealed. It was never truly Henry in control. The Mind Flayer found him as a child, shaped him, used him, just like Will. Will begs him to fight it, but Henry admits the truth. He could have resisted. He chose not to. The Mind Flayer forms its body at last. Henry and the creature are one. It attacks until 11 arrives. She tears into the Mind Flayer and faces Vecna head on. The group fights the creature's physical form to give her a chance. Will saves her, and together they finally destroy Vecna, with the Mind Flayer's body collapsing. Holly wakes. The children are rescued. Vecna, barely alive, is surrounded by them all. until Joyce steps forward, facing the man who stole her son and destroyed so many lives. They retreat to the Upside Down, where Hopper and Murray have rigged explosives, but the military waits on the other side of the gate, having killed Carly. As everyone is captured, they realize 11 is missing. She stands alone by the portal. Mike enters her mind, begging her to come home, but 11 has made her choice. She asks him to help the others understand. The explosives detonate. The Upside Down tears itself apart, and the gate closes. 11 is gone. 18 months later, Hawkins has healed. The military is gone. The kids graduate, class of 89, and Max is fully recovered. Life has moved on, and Joyce and Hopper, they get engaged, looking to start a new life, somewhere outside of Hawkins. At one final game of D&D, Mike reveals what he believes is the truth. 11 didn't die. With Carly's help, she escaped. An illusion was left behind while the real 11 slipped away. Is it true? No one knows, but they choose to believe it. 11 lives, and the story passes on to the next generation.